Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunatu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvanavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Hari Om everyone, and very good morning to all of you. So, as we said, we are taking up this topic of what? The mind, right? This mind, it somehow for all of us, you know, sometimes it is happy, sometimes it is, in a state of agitation, sometimes elation, sometimes depression, stress, and everyone is like, how do I tame this monkey of a mind that I have, right? So therefore, this mind, it is not that it is a problem which has just cropped up. This mind has been like this over lifetimes, over ages, and in various ways, people try various kinds of sadhanas and want to know how should one tame this mind, right? And this is our topic, and I'll just share the screen. So, what is this mind? And when we are talking of this mind, is it that I am the mind, or is it that I am the one who's holding this mind? Because sometimes I feel that this mind is in control of me rather than me being in control of this mind. So then it is said that, what is this mind? This mind actually is like a flow of thoughts. Those thoughts which arise when I come in contact with the world of sense objects, with not just that, but I have some impressions which are there within me. And these, when they undergo certain circumstance, the mind takes its own roop, its own avatar. Sometimes it is a calm mind, when I have chanted Om 3 times and I am listening to, I'm listening to a satsang, I am in a calm frame of mind. When I'm able to then easily sit down and do some dhyana, right? Other times, what happens? There is all, my day begins and there's a lot of things to be done, and therefore its avatar is that of a agitated kartrutva bhav, drutva bhav kind of a mind, right? And then there is that other part of the mind where, whatever I see in the world, I take to be a positive for me to go into this good nature, follow something that makes me happy, makes me prasanna, right? And also benefits all. So that is the positive mind. And then at times, I don't know how or from where these kind of negativities arise in me, and I get angry. Sometimes there is some kind of jealousy, and there is competition, right? Sometimes I feel insecure, and I need to hold on to what I have, or I have the fear of losing that which I have acquired with so much of effort put in. So these kind of thoughts will always keep me busy, right? Be it positive thoughts, be it negative thoughts. When there is elation, I am agitated. When there is depression, yet I am agitated. So how do I wield this instrument that has been given to me? This mind is not something that I can ignore. It is like that child which is there. The child is given to me. The child I have to take care of, and this child sometimes, is so beautiful and nice and listening to me all the time. But at times, it has its own way and will just not listen. So how do I then make use of this mind? Hmm. So so basically, today's this topic, we thought, we just go through what is the kind of mind map that we are looking at. So there are various texts which take this topic up also. So whereas there is also the Bhagavad Gita, there is also Upanishads such as the Amrita Bindu Upanishad, which covers this topic, especially in the beginning 6 verses. It takes up the mind, and then it moves into how to, once the mind is quietened, how do I move it towards dhyana, right? And when this mind, which is all the time in an activity mode, when it learns to quieten down out of observation, then what happens? Then to make it quieter, to focus within, we lead it towards this Sakshi Bhava. What is Sakshi Bhava? When we go into this dhyana or meditation, when we are in the beginning stage of it, right? Then that Sakshi Bhava is what we have to take. Right? When we are sitting quietly, we are able to calm our body, we are able to integrate our intellect with the mind. Then what happens? Then we can actually sit quietly and try to observe this mind. In what way? In the form of a witness. So thoughts are coming, thoughts are moving, but I don't actually participate in them to move them further, right? So that is the Sakshi Bhava, right? And then what happens is, as a result, when I am able to sit in that meditation, when I am able to focus on that Eka Bhava, right? That of me being that consciousness itself, when I am able to fully be in my true nature, then I go beyond this mind. So when we say this, right, there is 3 levels to it, right? One is the normal mind state when I am, even though I have begun the journey of a sadhaka, yet I have miles. It looks like I have miles to go because my mind is just not listening to me, right? So that is the starting pace for us, where we feel that, oh, Bhagwan is telling that you can sit quietly for hours together. You can sit quietly and abide in this knowledge. But when will that happen? Because I am not able to sit in one place. I have to be doing some work or the other. So, will this mind be able to quieten down? Will it be able to reach that Sakshi Bhava? And then further go to this mind or no mind state where I have gone to the beyond, where I am only abiding in my true nature. So when we are faced with this kind of a dilemma, then our rishis, our gurus, the Mahatmas, they are all telling us that yes, definitely there's a way out. Only you have to put in the effort for it. And it doesn't matter what age we start. But we have to start, right? We are those sadhaka who have recognized that there is a problem, but also that there is a solution. And I have to make that effort from today onward, from now onward, right? So when we say again, what is this mind? So it is said that there is this from the first, this is the first verse from Amrita Bindu Upanishad, where it says that there is two types of minds. Manohi dividham proktam shuddham cha shuddhameva cha ashuddham kama sankalpam shuddham kama vivarjitam. So mind is of two types, right? One is the pure mind, shuddham, and the other is ashuddham. Manohi dvividham proktam shuddham cha ashuddham eva cha. Right? So there is the pure mind and there is the impure mind. And what is the distinguishing factor between the two, if you would ask? The impure mind is full of desires, whereas the pure mind has calmed down and there is no desire in it, and therefore it is calmed down, therefore it is at peace, therefore it is at that state where it is at ease, right now it is at dis-ease, when different kinds of thoughts are there, arising out of what? Arising out of desires, various desires which are there. Where there is kama, right? Kama is desires, and there is sankalpa. Sankalpa as in there is some kind of fanciful thoughts that arise out of that desire, right? Which means that I want to, when the desire, when I see an object, right? It is not that each object, it is not that the object is going to, make me have it, but it is more that I have a vasana, right? I have an inclination, I have a deep impression which says, oh, I like that. So when I say that, oh, I like that, what does it mean? So when I go to a supermarket, maybe I have gone with the thought that I am going to get a list of things. But what happens? I see a host of other things, right? And something in that catches my eye. And then there is some salesperson, and that salesperson says even more, good things about it. And then what happens? My mind catches the fancy. So there is sankalpa, at oh, it is going to give me joy. It is going to give me happiness. So let me have it. So when that let me have it comes into my mind, then the whole cycle continues from from desire to thought to, fanciful wanting of that object, and then further to acting on that thought, saying that yes, I should get it, I need it. Then if I say I need it, and then if I don't get it, there is anger, krodha. So then kama, sankalpa, krodha, and then out of anger, what happens? Out of anger, my buddhi is brashta, my buddhi is nashta, right? And when I am not able to think, then I will do something which is regretful, right? I lose track of what I actually wanted to do. So thus what happens? This mind is putting us in these kind of agitations. Even if I get that object, right? Even if I get that object, what will happen? Oh, what if someone takes it away from me? So then, or even then, I might say that I want more. That lobha also arises out of that, right? If someone else has got it, then matsara, envy. Why did he get it? I paid so much attention and I wanted that, and someone else got it, right? So this kind of a mind, which is all the time in agitation, all the time needing things, all the time in stress, tension, anger, dejection, right? This is a impure mind. And this kind of mind is full of desires, right? Whereas that mind which is pure, which has no desires, how is it? It is content. it is happy, it is fulfilled, it is cheerful. And out of that happiness only, this mind is working in the world for the benefit of all, right? And that is how our sadhus, our Mahatmas were working for the benefit of all, though they were themselves fulfilled, right? Whereas when it comes to us, what happens is that we, out of our desire, are working. And therefore, what is the inborn tendency? Inborn tendency is that I am incomplete, and therefore I have to go to the world of objects for gaining that eternal happiness. Whereas the world of objects is such that it is always in the of the nature of change, and it is never going to give me satisfaction, right? Because that which itself is not complete, how can it give me completeness? So basically, what are we doing? We are acting out of desire, but more importantly, we are not seeing what is that source of problem within me. That what is it that is making me go out and act outside? What is it that is causing this kind of desire? Right? So this is the inborn defect that we are all born with. What is that? That our equipment itself is telling us that, oh, you are not complete, you are limited, and therefore you have to go out in the world and gain more, right? Gain more so that you are fulfilled, so that you have that satisfaction and you have endless happiness, right? So what is this three defects that we are born with? So to begin with, there is the vikshepa, or agitation, or this restlessness, distraction. Huh? So from where is it arising? It is arising from this mala. So this vikshepa is born of mala. Mala is what? Impurity. This impurity is what it is expressing as my likes and dislikes, my desires, my extrovertedness, anger, jealousy, all that we saw right now. That is what is causing this mind to be restless. And what is this mala stemming from? This mala is coming from ignorance or ajnana, right? This ajnana or this desire, which is surfacing as that I want something, right? I want something. Why? Because I feel that I am incomplete. Whereas what are the scriptures telling me? What are the gurus telling me? That I am that eternal happiness, I am that consciousness, I am ekameva advitiya. I am that one. So from me only everything is arising. This entire world is born of me. This entire creation is born of me. Whereas what have I done? I have thought myself to be this limited being with limited actions, with limited desires, and limited fulfillment. And therefore, I am ever at unrest. Therefore, there is always a restlessness. Why? Because inborn, right, or inherent, my nature is what? That of completeness, of infinity, right? And no matter how much finitude I add up, I might attain the highest pinnacle of success in the world. I might get recognized, by people. I might become very popular, and my, location, right? What is that? That need, urge for popularity, no? It is fueled enough, but still what? I am feeling incomplete. Why? Because I am identifying with that which the world is giving me, right? Whereas I am the substratum of this world, right? There is no achievement in this world which is giving me this identity of being that Brahman, that big, which is all. So therefore it is my ajnana, my ignorance, which is stemming the mala, right? What is that mala? Impurity, which is giving rise to all these kind of negative emotions within me, which is giving rise to the restlessness and distractions of the mind. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरि ओम.